back. Thank you for being terrific. Welcome back to Argus Hamilton's Comedy Store tonight. And it's a real pleasure to bring on this first guy. He and I worked together for a long time, and especially in the Comedy Store main room, where he's a huge favorite on weekends. But let me tell you just a second about him so you can watch him on the internet. He's a real Comedy Store favorite. You can see him on his YouTube channel. This is Not Happening. That's the name of his YouTube channel. This is Not Happening. And as a regular guest on Skeptic Tank and the Church of What's Happening Now on his own podcast called Good Times. I bring you a funny man, folks. Steve Simeone. Let him hear it. Good to see you, pal.
Great to see you, Argus.
Oh, man. You know, we've been having a lot of beginners the last several weeks, and it's great to see you, man.
Dude, it's awesome to always see you. This is great. Thanks for having me.
Did you get back from Philadelphia? What happened there?
Oh, yeah. I was just in Philly. I'm still in a good mood.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the greatest because, here in Los Angeles, I feel chubby. But let me tell you something. I am shredded in Philadelphia. This is the body of an Olympian in Philadelphia,
Really?
Pennsylvania. Yeah, I felt so good. I got off the plane, and all my friends were like, Steve, you look great, bro. What are you doing? And my buddy's wife was like, are you on keto? Are you doing keto? It was so much fun just to walk around handsome for a couple days. And then the coolest thing was my younger brother.
Yeah.
I went to go visit him because he just welcomed his fourth baby boy into the world. Yeah, he's got 4 boys.
Yeah.
They are ages 6, 4, 2, and a newborn.
Wow.
That house is chaos.
Oh, my.
It's chaos.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, I don't have kids. Nobody tells you this unless you're a parent, but little kids wake up like Marines. They're up at 6 in the morning. My nephews are up before Jocko Willink. I have, okay, 2 people got that reference. Fantastic. They're so much fun. But I was there sleeping in their guest room, and Argus, it was not even 6 a.m. yet. And I'm asleep in the bed, and I just hear 2 little voices outside the guest room door. And it was the 4-year-old and the 6-year-old, getting in the character, like Samuel L. Jackson and Travolta in Pulp Fiction. They had their Nerf guns loaded, and they're talking about how they're going to barge in. And the 4-year-old is a crazy person. He's like, I say we go in, we start shooting, we throw Uncle Steve a gun, and he's going to have to play with us. And the 6-year-old was like, no, he's asleep. If we wake him up now, he's going to get mad. And the 4-year-old's going, but if we shoot him, he's going to have to shoot back. What's he going to do? Just take it? And he goes, you don't understand. He could wake up mom and dad, and then nobody's going to have any fun. And then the 4-year-old's like, well, what do you want to do? How do you want to wake him up? And the 6-year-old's like, we got to come up with a plan. And the 4-year-old goes, my plan is, he goes, I know your plan. It's not going to work. And then I just hear the 6-year-old go, shh, 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 shh. And there's just quiet. And then I hear, really fun.
You can't make this stuff up.
No, it was the absolute best.
Oh, man. And those kids had no idea they were giving you 5 minutes.
5 minutes of material. I'm gonna fly out every month and just go back with a notepad. What else do you guys got?
Man. Well, you had our Kevin Cavinas on the show.
Yep.
Your podcast. Tell me how you like your podcast. What's going on with it?
I love it.
Yeah.
The coolest thing, because it taps into, the way I kind of look at it is self-help through nostalgia.
Oh.
To try to get back and figure out who we were as kids and what brought us joy then, and see if that can sort of bring us the same sort of fun now. And that's the great thing about me going home, is being around that family kind
It recharges your batteries and you're inspirational.
Yeah, and
motivation.
it's great. Because at the end of the summer, I was there to welcome the newborn nephew. But the beginning of the summer was my baby niece is not a baby anymore.
Yeah.
She's starting her freshman year in college.
Ah.
Yeah. And so I was there for her high school graduation, and it brought back all the memories I had of my freshman year in college.
Right.
And I know you were super cool in college. You were the guy I wanted to be. I grew up in the 1980s, so I really thought college was, I was well, the dean's going to know I like the party. That's what I thought it was. I was packing Hawaiian shirts. I totally thought I was going to go on a panty raid the first week. I did. So I remember I wanted cool roommates, and it was my freshman year when I realized I was somebody's only friend. I don't know if you've...
Only friend?
Only friend. Have you ever hung out with somebody and you're like, I'm their only friend?
What do you mean? Nobody else but you?
Argus, this is what happens. They sent personality forms out so they can match you up with roommates.
Uh-oh.
And I answered every question so people knew I liked to party. They were like, how do you listen to your music? I was like, loud.
Yeah.
They were like, what are your study habits like? I was like, I don't study. And I figured, I was like, I'm going to have the coolest roommates ever.
Yeah.
3 weeks later, they sent me a list of my roommates. They were like, these are your roommates. Call them. You're going to be sharing a small space. Make sure everybody doesn't bring the same things. And I was so excited. I'm like, you're about to meet your 3 new best friends. These are going to be buddies you'll have for your whole life. You're going to create great memories. And the second name on the list was John O'Day. And I just saw the name. I'm like, me and O-Dog are going to take over that campus. With a name like Johnny O, I'm like, we're going to be setting up a bar in where the book should be. And I remember I saved calling him last. And I remembered every moment about calling my new best friend. And I was polite. His sister answered. And I said, hello, may I please speak with John? And she went, John, you want to talk to John O'Day? And I said, yes, please. And she went, Mom, Johnny's got a phone call. Just like that. And then I hear his mom. They've been waiting for this since kindergarten. I hear his mom like, Johnny, come to the phone. Frank, it happens. Get the camera. Get the camera.
No.
Oh, my God. The whole family's gathered around for Johnny's phone call. And then I hear a voice that I didn't think was real. He had the voice of every Def Jam comic in the 90s doing an impression of a white guy. I hear this. What if I don't feel like speaking right now, Mother? And she was like, but Johnny, you must. It's for college. It's for college. And he was like, oh, Mom, Johnny, get on the phone. And he was like, okay. He didn't even know how to hold the phone, Argus.
Oh, no.
Like, I hear her. She's like, hold it to your ear, baby. Hold it to your ear. And he gets on the phone.
Baby.
Yeah, and he goes, hello, this is John. And I'm like, I don't think this dude's a party animal. I don't think my expectations are being met. So about 3 minutes into the phone call, I'm just completely disappointed.
Yeah.
And I just start going over my checklist of stuff I should bring.
Yeah.
I go, well, what about a TV? Should I bring my TV? And he goes, I actually don't watch much television, but if you want to bring one, I suppose that would be fine. I go, all right, man, I'll bring my TV. And he went, ooh, splendid. Just like that. What kind of 18-year-old kid says splendid? He goes, ooh, splendid. Because there is one program I do enjoy. It's called Doctor Who. And he's like trying to see if I'm like a fan. I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
He goes, it's called Doctor Who. It comes on Saturday nights at midnight. If it wouldn't be too much of a bother to use your television then. And I was like, Saturday at midnight, you can use my TV.
Yeah.
We wound up watching so many episodes.
Got you hooked on Doctor Who.
Yeah, nobody had
Now you go to meetings for your addiction to Doctor
Who. He was like, should we make popcorn? I'm like, yeah, dude, this is Doctor Who.
At what point in your life did you finally read that John O'Day murdered his mother in the shower?
Oh, I don't even Google him. I don't even Google that kid.
He's got Anthony Perkins written all over.
I think the last time I looked him up, he had like a PhD in physics or something like
Oh,
that. Yeah, so he wound up doing great.
So he was really brain. Oh,
genius.
Okay, so let's see. You got a charity you're working on.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that.
I just launched it with the help of the good folks over at All Things Comedy. Al Madrigal was instrumental in putting together a campaign that he titled very simply, it's called Help Steve Help.
Right.
So that's the website. It's just helpstevehelp.com.
Help Steve Help. I've got it right here.
And our whole mission is just to try to get people to give a buck.
Right.
That's it.
A
just
buck.
$1. Just prove to us that you give a buck about somebody else.
Give a buck about comedy?
Give a buck. There's actually families that I've met through some of my other volunteer work where they have, they're in really tough situations.
Yeah.
And the one thing we wanted to focus on were parents with sick kids that never ask for help and are always giving back.
Yeah.
And we actually had a mom who recently lost her child. Halfway through her campaign, she nominated the current family that we have.
So they nominate each other?
Yes, they pay it forward.
Yeah.
Because there's a wonderful network of these parents that just are really there to support each other. In our current family, the mom has 6 children. 3 of them are sick, and the oldest one's in a really tough spot.
So the folks need to go to Help Steve Help.
HelpSteveHelp.com.
Just Google it?
Yeah, just go straight to that website, helpstevehelp.com, and there's a Venmo account. If they choose to just give $1, it goes directly to the mom.
Well,
Nobody touches the money. Just
well, on a slightly lighter note, are you still working with the comedians?
100% so. I'm working on.
See, we have a comedians fund that we
Yes, and one of the things that I'm excited about that is I'm actually going to get to bring these two worlds together. And I just had a meeting with Children's Hospital in Los Angeles where we're going to form a partnership with the Comedy Store community, and we're going to have comedians go down to the hospital to read to the kids.
But you're also getting help to the comedians.
Oh, 100%. But Argus, I think that is a great way.
Yeah.
Because
some comedians I know, they've gone 3-4 months without a waitress now. We got to help these guys.
Yeah, they need all the help they can get, some of these younger ones.
That's fantastic. You know, we share a mutual love for the stage at the Comedy Store La Jolla.
Yes.
And there's no stage like it. Our regular, Greg Hilbers is here. He's played it. I'm telling you, there's nothing like it.
Magic.
Tell about the first time you performed down there.
Whoa. The first time I ever performed down in La Jolla was not for a booked weekend show.
Yeah.
It was stage time on their open mic,
Yeah.
which was Wednesdays and Thursdays at the time, and a group of Comedy Store door guys were like, this is your first trip to La Jolla.
Yeah.
And that was the college experience that I had hoped for.
Yeah.
It was going down there and just partying with 8 savages,
Yes.
killing in front of an audience, eating burritos, seeing the California that I always dreamed about. I'm like, oh, this is California.
Yeah.
It was like Fast Times at Ridgemont High meets a Beach Boys song.
Yeah.
California burritos, first time I ever had French fries in a burrito, and I was like, almost paradise. It was great.
Did you all go to the condo?
Yeah, we went to the condo,
And
and
then-
that's when the real fun began.
Yeah, that's when the real. I remember it in the late '70s, back when you could put 3 people into the, what, the little whirlpool. What's it called?
Oh yeah, that little hot tub jacuzzi thing out there.
Yeah, back then you could get 3 people into the hot tub without flooding the patio. But we had fun.
Oh, I can only imagine.
But
what those days were like.
just being with that La Jolla crowd.
It's the greatest.
With the acoustics and the tremendous
I'm going down
acceptance.
tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going down on a Thursday night just to record some stuff. I love it there.
'Cause
That
that's
much.
where all the comedians in the late '70s used to record their albums.
Yep.
Was La Jolla. That's how great it was.
Yep.
Well, look forward to working with you when you get back to town, buddy.
I can't wait to see you this
All right.
weekend.
Steve Simeone.
Thank you
ladies
so
and
much for
gentlemen.
having me.
Thanks for being here. You bet. Stay here. We'll have our picture taken. Steve Simeone, ladies and gentlemen. Good man.